All right, hey guys, welcome to our team call tonight. So tonight was supposed to be a new coach call, but there's nobody on that's a new coach that needs to hear all of this information. So I'm just gonna kind of make it a free for all call. So I'm gonna go over some tips and some stuff, some like random stuff. And then if you guys have any questions throughout the call, put them in the chat box. I'll answer them. I apologize in advance if I yawn a lot. For some reason, I am exhausted today. I'm going to go because we're at the zoo, and the zoo is exhausting. So a couple of things that are happening. Obviously, next week is Summit. Super, super excited. I cannot wait. Oh, good. Laura can hear us now. I can't wait for it to be here and happen. Go lay down. Go lay down. You stink. The dog. Clearly, I cannot smell anybody through the computer. So Summit is next week. So there is no team call on Wednesday because we will be with the team in person for our team dinner. So no call. The team page will probably be really busy while we're at Summit because people will be sharing takeaways. They'll be sharing pictures. We'll be sharing announcements. You can watch the opening and closing ceremonies. They are streamed live, so look for the Coach Online office or in Beachbody Champions or Coach 411, any of those pages. If you're not in any of those, make sure you guys join, and they'll usually post the links. Definitely watch. It's inspiring. It's cool to watch. It makes you feel like you're there, and then maybe it'll inspire you to get a ticket for 2019, and we will find out the location for 2019 at Summit this year. So no team call next week. This month's Success Club prize is the webinar with Rachel, whatever her last name is. I'm sorry, Ashley Bearwald, do not hate me. The author of Girl, Wash Your Face. I know she's like BFFs with her. Well, wishes she was. So she'll probably hate that I don't know her last name. And I'm really thirsty tonight, so I'm going to drink a lot of water during this. I apologize, guys. So that is what's going on. Okay, I'm going to go over Lift, and I'm also going to talk about 2B Mindset really quickly, guys, because I feel like a lot of us really are missing a mark in our business by not talking about either of these programs. So first, I'm going to go over Lift because some people seem to be confused. I'm not saying it's you guys that are on the call, but just in general. So for anybody that's listening to the recording. So Lift is available now. All right. It's not on your bot. Unless you pay for it, it's not on your bod. And I've heard some feedback from people that aren't happy, like, well, I have bod and I paid for bod. Why didn't I get it? Well, you do. You're going to get it on 10/1. If you want it prior to 10/1, you have to pay for the VIP access. And this is the reasoning behind it for my coaches that weren't with us last year. Last year was a down year for the business. Just every business has its ebbs and dibs, ebbs and rolls, ebbs and ups, ebbs and flows. Ebbs and flows, is that how it goes? Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you, Laura. See, I told you I don't have my life together. So last year, the business had a lot of ebbs and flows. Beachbody On Demand got released. We were all super excited, but anytime there was a new launch, a lot of volume and commission was gone. Like Ember and Ashley have been here with me for a while. So anytime we had a new release prior to BOD, volume went up, people's paychecks went up, commissions went up, new people were signing up. But when they switched over to BOD and they said everybody has access to their programs, volume didn't go up, releases weren't as exciting anymore. Like it was like, oh, you got it, like congratulations. And a lot of people didn't commit to programs because you had it. What was the point of committing? Like you could just bounce around. So that is the point. That is the reasoning with the VIP access now. And y'all, it's not that much. Like if people want to really complain, they can complain, but it's $40. I know some people may be like hating me when I say it's not that much, but $40 in the grand scheme of things. Don't go to Starbucks for the month of June and you can afford it. And like, I'm just saying, I know some people don't like what I have to say sometimes. For coaches, it's $30. So as a working business coach, guys, this gives you an opportunity to promote two groups. The one starting on July 16th and then one starting on October 1st when everybody has access to it. So if you are not promoting Lift 4, you're missing a mark in your business. Now, I know Lift 4 may not be your cup of tea. I totally get it. That's totally fine. But just because it's not your cup of tea doesn't mean it's not somebody else's cup of tea. I'm going to come back to that about 2B Mindset as well. So Lift 4 is going to be popular during the summer. Bill and I were just talking about today. I am almost done with 80-day obsession. Hallelujah. I'm not doing phase 3 because phase 3 sucks and I'm over the program. Like, I love it. And I know Christine can relate and Cara can relate. 60-minute workouts take 2 hours because I have a very lovely, adorable, crawling kiddo, and it's just not realistic. So the Lift 4 is realistic for people. It's realistic for our busy moms, our CrossFitters, or people that have this busy summer going on. 4 days a week, less than 30-ish minutes. Joel said 30-ish, so there may be some that are a little higher than 30. 4 days a week. That's like, we did one of the pre-workouts today. I'm like, y'all, I didn't have to pause once, and I finished it, and it's a lot of time. So you need to be talking about this program. Do the sneak peek. You don't have to have weights. You can use a band of fire. Get it. If you haven't gotten it, make sure you get it. We have a group starting on 7/16. You can add your people to my group, so that way we have one big group. I think those work a lot better than us each running individual 2 to 3 person groups, because you have one big group. In the group, I have already put up the hybrid calendar that they can start doing. As soon as you buy Lift 4, you have access to the B4L4 workouts. There are 4 of them. They're 20-ish minutes. It's just kind of a little how a Little Obsessed was. It's just a little sneak peek into them. They can only access them on the browser. All right. I've had a lot of people like, oh, I can't find them on my Roku. They're only on the browser. I don't know what the reasoning is behind it. I think it's stupid, but that's another story for another day. So they're on the browser. Let's talk about the meal plan with it, because I've had a lot of questions about it. Can they follow 2B? Absolutely. I am following 2B, doing 80-day obsession. I don't do containers. Containers don't work for me. 2B works for me. I've lost more weight doing 2B in a month than I have in 7 months of working out postpartum. So it works. So if people ask, can they do that? Yes, they can. So that is Lift 4. So I'm going to share with you guys how I am promoting it. And then if you have any questions, use the chat box. So first things first is I'm doing the B4L4 promo workouts, and I'm making sure to share them on Insta Stories. Guys, if you're not sharing your workouts on Insta Stories, you need to start sharing them on Insta Stories. Facebook's cool and all, but Insta Stories is kind of where it's at right now. It's what's the popular thing. That's why I preach about it probably every other phone call. So I have a little challenge for you guys. And it can be the B4L4, it can be any workout. So, and I'm going to put it in the team page. So if you guys want to write this down, you can. Tomorrow, there's this cool new little feature on Insta that if you tag somebody in their stories, that person can then share that story to their stories. Have you guys seen that for my Insta people? It's really cool. Carl and Joel have been sharing people, so I was like tagging them today. I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll become cool and be in theirs. So I have a challenge, and I will pick a winner. I'll pick a winner by Thursday, and then I'll mail it sometime within the next year because I suck at mailing things. Y'all know, unless you order something and you pay for shipping, good luck with it getting to you. It'll happen eventually. But so challenge, you're going to upload one of your workouts to your Insta story, and you're going to tag me in it. And I'm going to share them all day tomorrow on my stories. So maybe you guys will get some new followers and you guys will have some traction, but I want you to tag me, and you can do 1, you can do 2. I'll just share one of them. And I'll pick a random person to win something. I'll pick you up something from Core and ship it off to you. Something small, but I want you guys to get familiar with Insta Stories. So how to promote Lift 4 L4. If you're not following me or Ashley Bearwald in Insta Stories, I highly recommend doing it. And if you guys have done this, I apologize that I haven't seen your stories. I'm testing some new things with Insta, so I have a lot of new people on there, so I miss stories. Make sure you're doing polls. Make sure you're sharing those that have joined you. So I have a little thing that I update anytime somebody has shared me. I actually have a highlight of it on my Insta bio, so it's just called Lift 4, and I upload the videos to that highlight. I save anybody that's joining me to that highlight. I make sure to do polls. I've started this new thing, and I know some of you don't have this feature. Ashley told me that she doesn't have it. We all know those people that hit yes on the poll, and you message like, oh, it was an accident. I'm like, yeah, sure it was, Janet. It's been an accident like 10 times. The last time 10 times you've done it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I've done the sliding one, because nobody's going to accidentally slide it all the way up. There was this one person today, I shared it with Ashley, and it said, slide all the way up if you would like to join my team. And one person slid all the way down. I'm like, really? Like, does that make you feel better? But so I'm using that feature. So use polls, guys, and make sure you message everybody that answers your polls. 90% of the people are going to be like, oh, it's an accident. Okay, cool. Well, now you started a conversation with them. But make sure you message every single person. So that's one way of promoting it. Make sure you're posting about it on your Facebook. I'm going to leave the sneak peek group up until we basically start because there's still time for people to join. So that is how I am promoting the group. Ashley, are you doing anything different with promoting it? Are you doing it basically the same way? Yeah, okay. And just because I see her stories, so yeah. So that is what I'm doing. So do we have any questions about B4, L4, or Lift4, whatever the heck we're calling it today? Do we all understand it? It all makes sense. Yeah. If you don't know about the different packages, make sure you check them out. They're in the team page and in the sneak peek. I call them different names. I did it with 2B Mindset with you guys as well. It was like the all in, the committed, and something else. So I did the same thing with L4, B4, Lift4, whatever. Yeah. And then I also do not tell them just about the $40 option. I think a lot of times we start with the cheapest because we're afraid to give them their options, but really you should be working your way down. Let them know about the different packages. You'd be amazed at how many people get that middle package where they get Shakeology and the performance line because it's such a good deal. But sometimes we're afraid to tell people about it. So don't be afraid to start with that. And then if they keep coming back with you, then you can give them the $40 option. Okay. All right. So now we're going to shift from that. We're going to talk about 2B, and then I'm going to go over a couple other things, and then I'm going to answer any questions that you guys have. So 2B was a hit. I can tell that you guys have not been talking about L4 much because volume is lower this week than it has been in the last 3 months, which it should be higher because we had a new release. So that goes to show that people aren't talking about it or we're not familiar enough with it or whatever it may be. 2B, if you guys aren't doing 2B, I highly recommend it. At least do it for a month. If you love the containers, that's awesome, but I still recommend doing 2B for a month. And this is why, guys, this is helping a lot of people. A lot of people don't struggle with working out. They struggle with eating. Anytime we do a poll and we say, what do you struggle out? What do you struggle with more, working out or eating? 80% of the people say they struggle with eating. And 2B answers that question and it helps. I think a lot of times we kind of brush things off and we're like, oh, I'm not going to like that. That's not for me. But then we forget that we're trying to help other people. And this can help people. This can really change a lot of things for people. So if you haven't gotten it, I highly recommend saving up so you can get it. Obviously, this is completely different than Beachbody On Demand. Like, you have to buy it. It's not an option if you want to do it, but it's simple and the principles are simple. So now when I talk to people, before we always gave BOD. BOD was our solution. Now I ask people, what do you struggle with more? Do you struggle with eating or do you struggle with working out? What are you looking for? Are you looking to clean up your nutrition or are you looking to work out? If they tell me both, then I'm going to introduce both of them to them. If they say, you know, I just really struggle with my nutrition, then I'm going to introduce 2B and then give them the option of BOD if they want to. But you have an avenue to introduce 2 different solutions to people now, and we need to be utilizing those 2 solutions, okay? I love 2B. I think Ashley, you're doing 2B, aren't you? Yeah, I know Ashley loves 2B. Laura's doing 2B. And if people are like, well, I don't want to lose weight, talk to Laura. Laura is like at her goal. She's happy with where she's at, but she's still following it. She's modifying as need be. I've gotten a couple of questions like, well, what if you work out? Okay, well, cool. I work out every single day and I'm still following it. So definitely, guys, this is a huge game changer to Beachbody. So I just familiarize yourself with it the best that you can, and just give it a chance. 30 days. That's all I'm asking you. Just like you would tell your challengers, just give it a chance for 30 days. What do you have to lose? If you hate it, then you can return it. Remind you, of course, like you're going to have like negative volume and PV and all that stuff, but at least you can familiarize yourself with it. Okay. Good? There? Perfect? Okay. I had a couple other things I was going to talk about. Son of a gun. All right, I'm gonna share with you guys a couple things that I'm doing this month to kind of amp up my business again. So obviously, if you weren't on last week's call, watch the recording that I just uploaded tonight. But last week you talked about business paralysis. I can tell when the team's in a funk. When volume is down, therefore the team is in a funk. We haven't added any new coaches since last week, minus the 3 that I added this week, and we were doing good. We were adding like 10 coaches a week between like the entire team. So it's time to get back on that upswing. I've heard from some people, well, I'm waiting till Summit to get motivated again. Wrong. You should never be waiting for an event to get motivated in your business. You need to keep moving forward. So some of the things that I'm trying to do for me, when I get in a funk, I tend to disconnect from my challenge group. So I need to make sure that I'm reconnecting with my challenge groups. I saw Ashley shaking her. She's like, yeah. It's the same thing. Like when my challenge groups get quiet, it's because I have disconnected. My challenge group has been quiet because I have disconnected. So a couple of things that I've been working on today, and some of you may be getting some of these in the mail, is I have been writing handwritten notes to coaches, customers, and challengers. A handwritten note, I don't know why I emphasize on the written, goes a long way. Simply thanking somebody for purchasing from you and committing to their fitness, that's going to go a long way, and that's going to mean something to someone. I just picked up cards on Amazon. I got 50 of them for like $10. Super cheap. You don't have to write a lot. You just have to write a little something. So I wrote all these out today, and I'm going to drop them in the mail tomorrow. I used to do this back in the day. I'm going to get back into the habit of writing cards to my coaches, whether they add a new coach, they're rocking their fitness, they hit Success Club, maybe they moved up in the ladder, whatever it may be. But something this simple will mean a lot to your challengers and to your coaches. So that's something that I'm kind of trying to do to reconnect into my business, is I'm writing little notes. And then I'm trying to start doing challenges again in my challenge group to try to get engagement back up there. It could be simple as like a $5 Starbucks gift card, a little headband, like something super simple, or just doing it and not giving them a prize. I know it's crazy to think that we can do things without getting prizes, but we can. Crazy. I know. Crazy. So those are 2 things that I'm going to try to get back into doing with my business, because I know that it will help me. Like I said, this wasn't a planned team call, so I'm trying to think of anything that I can like really help you guys with. I'm trying to think. Does anybody have any questions about the business or anything they're struggling with or anything I can help you with? Again, this was a very like random call because no one said they'd be on the new coach call. Because this will be a short call, because I don't know I could ramble. I could like talk about things, but I don't know really what else to ramble on. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've seen or read. It's gonna storm. Awesome. Sorry guys. Squirrel. I can't think of anything else. Does anybody have any questions? These calls don't work very well if I'm the only one talking. I know. This is very unplanned. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a couple call to actions because I need the team page popping again. I need to see you guys popping again. I need to see you guys getting amped and excited and motivated. So the first call to action was the challenge that I gave you guys during the call, and I'll post it in the team page as well for those that couldn't be on the call. So I want you to upload one of your workouts to your Insta story, and I want you to tag me in it. You do my name, and then you just comment on it, or you just type it in. My way that I record my workouts, because a lot of people have asked me, is I just film them vertically like this, and I do the front-facing camera. It doesn't need to be perfect. Guys, if you see my Insta stories, I usually have a kid trying to crawl on me. The dog is like running around. My form is all out of place. Like whatever it may be, it's all crazy sometimes. So people don't need to see perfect. They want to see realistic, and that's why people are going to gravitate towards you. So that's how I record it. Your second call to action is I want you to post on the team page, and I want you to say what your goals are leading up until next Wednesday. Amber, I'll see your question in 1 second, but let me get you finish this. So next Wednesday. So Summit is next Wednesday. Well, it kicks off on Wednesday. So I want to know what your goals are by Wednesday, whether you're going to be at SC2, you're going to be starting a program, you're going to sign up one new coach, you're going to rank advanced to Emerald, whatever it may be. I need you to be specific, and I need you to say it only if you like mean it. Like, don't say what you think I want to hear, okay? I want you to say what you are going to accomplish. And then the third thing is I want to know what personal development that you are reading. You can post those in the same post, okay? And then I have a huge favor to ask this week, guys. Can we please start posting on the team page? Whether you're recognizing a coach, it doesn't have to be your coach. It can be a coach within the team that you saw that they did a great Insta story, or you saw that they did a great post, or that they're rocking it in the 2B group, whatever it may be. We need to get back to recognizing coaches. You can ask questions. Share what's working for you. Share an expert from your personal development. Again, the team page, when it's hopping, whatever the right word is, it tends to be when our team's in a swing. And we can't lose our momentum. We're on the second half of this year, guys, and we are on track to do amazing things this year. We're already halfway to reaching our elite points. We only need one more person to rank advanced to diamond. My people know who they are. Like, we are doing amazing things, and we cannot lose focus, and we just have to keep this momentum, and we have to keep going. All right, now that I've done that. So Ember, I don't know if you have an iPhone or you have an Android. So for my iPhone users, I know nothing about Android. I don't even know if you can do it in Android. I'm assuming that you can. I record from my camera, and then I edit it within my photos. I don't click on Insta. Like, I never start my videos on Instagram. But if you do need to start your videos on Instagram for whatever reason, you can do the hold down. You hold it, what's it called? Like hand-free mode. You hold it down and it counts down to 3. Just be really, really quick. So that's what I do, because I'm like, when I watch somebody's video and I keep seeing them like press it and pull back, I'm like, just wait 3 seconds, just hold it and then start talking. Like, that's what I do when you see me praising it. But yeah, so I just record it within my camera, and then I edit it down, and then I upload it to Instagram afterwards, because that way I don't have to have the app open and all that fun stuff. So if you have an Android, I'm really sorry I cannot help you. I know nothing about Androids. So those are your 3 call to actions. I will post the first one in the team page, and then anybody that listens to the team call, they'll find out about the other 2, because that's how I know if people listen to the call. So if you need anything this week, guys, reach out in the team page first. Again, there is no call next Wednesday, but there will be lots of action. I'm sure we'll be going live within the team page summit. Oh, it fills my cup. I cannot wait. So with that being said, I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Good night, guys.